Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am Katie with DIY with Katie and Little Rockies Rustic. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back, friend. Today I am working on a couple of patriotic projects as I start planning the patriotic release for my website and my Etsy shop. So let's jump into this first project. These little sticks, they are sign hanging sticks. I picked these up at Target in the dollar spot. It was probably a year ago, so I don't think that they're there anymore. But you guys, you could easily make these with any other pieces of wood and then just hot glue them or nail them or whatever. I'm also using a drop cloth today for the backing of my sign. And I picked this drop cloth up at Harbor Freight. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at fabric or hardware stores, wherever. And you guys, this is like Hot Mess Project Express. I'm not even gonna bother with ironing that out or anything. I really should. It probably would look a little bit better, but I just really wanted to try this project. I had it in my head and I'm like, I gotta get this done. So I cut my drop cloth to the size that I had. I wanted to make sure that it was going to work. If I can find little wood pieces like this that already have the magnets in them on Amazon, I'll link that in my Amazon store or down below. But otherwise, like I said, just some wood pieces and some hot glue or E6000 or something would work great. I'm using my favorite Minwax gel stain and a baby wipe to apply it. This is the Minwax gel stain in walnut, and I will link that. Actually, it is already linked in my Amazon store as my favorite stain to use because it is less smelly and it dries so much faster. So I'm going to stain those up and then move on to the rest of the project. So I've got a reusable Mylar stencil that I use for all of my wood signs, most of my wood signs, I guess. And I'm trying it out for the very first time on this fabric. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to try it out because I want to see if this is going to work. So I'm using a stencil brush. This is a stencil brush from Waverly that I got at Walmart. And you want to make sure that you don't have, normally, you want to make sure that you don't have a lot of paint, so you kind of need to offload and keep your brush pretty dry. However, when it comes to the fabric, you do kind of want to have a little bit more paint because it is going to soak in, but you don't want a lot of bleeding. And so I checked and make sure that it was working, and I'm in love with it. I'm so excited that it worked. And then obviously I can reuse the stencil on a wood sign too. I'll link up the two colors that I used because that was way too fast. I don't think you guys can read that fast. Now I'm stenciling on the red line here and I'm going, oh, Katie, bad idea, bad idea. I'm also going to add in the black for the dots. You can hopefully tell that this is a piece of notebook paper. I should have done the red before. I technically should have probably taped it off, yada, yada, yada. I'm just going to fix it and it's going to work out okay because this is just for me. And I kind of enjoy the rustic look that these stencils give, and the same when it goes for these words. So it just pairs so well with this drop cloth. So I'm going to add the words on here too, using the same technique, a smaller stencil brush, offload quite a bit, and then I'm just kind of pouncing. And you really do want to be careful of bleeding because there is no way to fix it when it comes to fabric. On wood, you can kind of test, do a little bit of extra painting and fix your mistakes, but when it comes to fabric, you can't. But I thought, hey, this is drop cloth, it's super cheap, and if I don't like it, I could just throw it out, right? Well, I love it. I'm so excited. I didn't, however, like this chain on here, so I'm ripping that off. I left the eye hooks that were on the wood piece, and I'm just adding a little bit of twine. I'm also going to add a little bit of fabric scraps, and you guys, that is so stinking cute. Okay, so I have my Etsy shop, which has been keeping me busy and why I've not been making videos, but I also launched my website. So stay tuned because there is going to be a patriotic release coming soon. Make sure you guys are following me on all my social media, and let's move on to the second project. I wanted to show just one other project. This is something that is going to be going in my new product release. However, this particular one, I just wanted to try out for myself. So I have laser cut out these wood pieces, and I'm just painting the background in blue and the stars in white. Now I wanted to try, I've been following some people in my painting groups, and they are doing palette knife painting, and I'm like, what? I need to try this. And you guys, I love it. The only thing is, I don't know if I'm ready to sell projects that are palette knife painted yet, just because it can be really messy. It's maybe not a lot of people's style, and I don't want my customers to be unhappy with the projects that I'm sending out to them. So this one is just kind of for myself. This was my fun little tester, and I've kind of figured out the bumps and bruises that I need to do to finish out the project so that I can actually get these beautiful signs released in my shops. So I'm adding the little stars with some super glue, and then I just ripped up a bunch of fabric, and this is what I'm saying is I need to go fabric shopping because my fabric pieces are kind of not great. So once I get that ready and get everything, I will have that new release on my website and also on Etsy. So I just added the fabric scraps, and then I went and found some fun ribbon in my stash, and then I liked adding just the natural bits of some wood beads as well. So I just strung those on, and I'm really excited about this. Now, like I said, you can see the other board in the background, which is just painted blue with the white. It's very clean and professional looking, and that's what's going to be releasing. But for this particular one, I just wanted to kind of play and have a little bit of fun with it, and again, I absolutely love it. So these are two of the 4th of July items that I'm working on, and of course, like I said, they will be available in a different type coming soon on my website. But for now, I hope you enjoyed these. I hope that it inspired you to maybe get crafty and do some of your own fun DIYs. If you have any questions, please let me know, and then I will see you guys again soon.